I'm looking at conspiracy theories from the Headway Plus book. That's what today's lesson will be. Incidentally, my name is Mr. Paul Anthony, and I'm going to be looking at the Headway Plus book. To do with conspiracy theories, which complements what we were doing yesterday, to do with conspiracy theories. Today's conspiracy theory concerns the Apollo moon landing. Mr. Liu, would you like to read this first paragraph for us?
For over 30 years, rumors have been circulating that the Apollo moon landing was more faked. They say astronaut Neil Armstrong made no giant leap for mankind. They assert that the 1969 moon mission was a hoax of a miracle in the space race, that the astronauts were astronauts. The high point of the great moon landing conspiracy came on 15th of February 2001, the date that the Fox television network broadcast a program entitled Did We Land on the Moon? This alleged that the whole moon landing had been staged inside a film studio on a U.S. military base somewhere in the Mojave Desert.
Well, before I go any further with this, Mr. Liu, what are your views on the Apollo moon landings? Did America go to the moon?
As far as I know, yes, they did go to the moon. I mean, they supposedly brought back specimens of some soil and whatnot from the moon. They supposedly did leave a placard and a flag on the moon that could be seen through telescopes. So I would have to assume that it did in fact happen. I mean, anything's possible. I guess it could be possible it didn't happen, but I would say it's highly, highly likely that it did.
Okay. Rumors. What are rumors, Lou? What are they?
Rumors are things that people talk about. They're not really sure whether they're true, but some people may say they are, some people may say they aren't. Okay.
It says these rumors have been circulating. What does that mean, circulating?
Oh, people have been talking about them, writing about them.
Okay, people are talking and writing about these things. And what is a giant leap for mankind? What is that?
I think he's speaking metaphorically. Just the fact that being able to have a landing on the moon is a major accomplishment for humanity as a whole.
Okay. And a hoax. What's a hoax?
Hoax, something that wasn't really true. Like, something really, really major that would possibly influence people's thoughts and their behavior, but that never actually happened.
Thank you. And what was the space race? What was that? The space race?
Back at that point, we had the United States and the Soviet Union, and they were competing for who was best in athletics, who was best in academics, who was best in technological prowess. And so there was a race between the USA and Soviet Union as to who would be able to land on the moon first.
If something's been staged, what does that mean?
That it didn't actually happen in real life, that they did it in a film studio to make it look like it happened in real life.
Thank you for that. Could you read these 4 points about what the program claimed?
Yes, the program claimed the U.S. flag planted on the moon's surface is seen fluttering, and there is no breeze of any kind on the moon. The photographs taken by the astronauts do not include any of the moon's night sky, where there would have been a stunning array of stars in view. The shadows in the pictures were clearly coming from more than one angle, and a possibility in the moon, where the only light source is the sun, but more than plausible inside a film studio. One of the famed moon rocks brought back by the Apollo astronauts is marked with a telltale letter C, suggesting the marking is not of some alien life force, but of a film prop.
Wow, that's interesting. It says the US flag planted on the moon's surface. What does that mean, the moon's surface? What's the surface?
Like the soil of the moon, the top part of
Yes,
the outer crust of the moon.
okay, the top part, the outer part. With the surface of the wall here, the surface of the table, that's the top part. And it says that the flag was seen fluttering. What does that mean, fluttering?
Fluttering would mean that the flag was moving around, looking as though it was moving in the wind, the breeze.
Yes. So it was moving around as if it was moving around in the breeze, which is a very soft wind. A stunning array of stars. First we have this word stunning. What does that mean? Stunning.
Very beautiful.
And what is an array of stars?
A large number of
A
stars.
large number of stars, yes. It talks about the shadows in the pictures. Shadows. What are shadows?
Shadows would be like if there's light coming from a given source and something is blocking some of that light, the thing blocking that light would give off a shadow of light that's been blocked.
Okay, so if I block the light with my hand, you can now see the shadow of my hand on the screen. That's the shadow. But more than plausible. Plausible. What does plausible mean?
Possible. It's more than possible. It's not something.
Yeah, more than likely. Yes, more than possible. And what if something has a telltale sign? In this case, the letter C. What's a telltale sign?
Telltale is like giving you something that would be a very good clue.
Okay. What is meant by alien life force?
Alien life would be life forms that are not from planet Earth.
Yes, life forms not from this world. Okay. Could you read this paragraph here, please?
After the program, the internet went crazy with theories and counter-theories. However, scientists have unanimously agreed that the conspiracy theorists don't have even the beginnings of a case. Too many things about the Apollo missions were impossible to fake, from the radio signals picked up at listening stations around the world to the moon rocks, which have been subjected to repeated geological analysis and clearly date back several millennia.
Okay. It says after the program, the internet went crazy with theories. What does that mean? Went crazy with theories.
A lot of people went on the internet and made posts about why they would have tried to stage a moon landing that didn't happen, or reasons why the moon landing actually did happen, but it just looked staged. Theories and counter-theories.
Okay. Scientists have unanimously agreed. Unanimously agreed. What does that mean?
All scientists agree.
It means that all of the scientists agree. Yes. And what does it mean? Impossible to fake. Impossible to fake. What does that mean?
And it definitely did happen. They couldn't just make it look like this happened in a film studio.
Thank you for that. What does it mean? Have been subjected to. Have been subjected to.
That frequent or that many geological analyses have occurred on those moon rocks.
Okay. So, would you like to read that final paragraph there?
Finally, there are the UFO nuts. They actually do believe that astronauts went to the moon, found not only a load of rocks, but also widespread evidence of an ancient alien civilization. The discovery is so terrifying that NASA has been desperately seeking to conceal it from the public ever since.
What are rocks? What are rocks?
Rocks are hard-packed pieces of matter that are found naturally occurring in the environment.
Yes. They could be very big. First you might have a stone, then you might have a bigger stone called a boulder, but then if it's really, really big, it would be a rock. And it's part of the earth, and it talks of these rocks being widespread, and then it talks of an ancient alien civilization. What does that tell us? Ancient alien civilization.
Very old civilization of life forms that are not from planet Earth.
Thank you for that. What does it mean to conceal something? To conceal.
To try to hide it.
To try to hide it, yes. That's very good. So, here we have the moon landing. Would you like to read number 1, Lou?
Rumors have been going around for many years.
Going round? What does that mean?
Rumors have been being spread.
What kind of rumours do you think have been being spread?
Rumors about it not being an authentic landing, or having it staged military film studio.
Okay. The US flag is seen blowing and there is no wind on the moon. What does it mean, no wind?
The moon doesn't have any circulating air currents that would make the flag move in a given way.
What does it mean, a fantastic exhibition of stars?
A really amazing number of stars that can be seen.
And scientists have all agreed. All agreed. What does that mean?
Every scientist agrees.
Okay. And NASA has been desperately trying to hide evidence of life. Trying to hide. What does that mean?
That there is evidence of life, and NASA does not want people to find out about that.
Of these so-called conspiracy theories that you've seen, for example, the one about JFK, the one about Elvis, the one about Princess Diana, and the moon landings, as well as the death of John F. Kennedy Jr., which one do you think is most believable?
I think the moon landing does seem pretty likely to have happened. The death of Diana, I suppose, could be questionable.
What is it about the internet that breeds such theories?
Probably the fact that anybody could post anything on the internet. Someone posts something on the internet, then in theory millions of people could be reading it in a very short period of time, and then they all think about what the person posts, and a number of them may believe what the person posts, or post things that are supporting what that person posted, and a lot of people read that supporting post. People see that many opinions that are contrary to reality, and these kinds of rumors go around. They gain strength.
Thank you for that, Lou. That was our take on the moon landing theory. Both myself and Lou believe that the moon landings did actually happen. That's our opinion. We feel that's the most believable. Now I'm going to look at the conspiracy theory. It's about the death of John F. Kennedy Jr. John Kennedy Jr., son of assassinated US President JFK, was killed on July the 17th, 1999, when his tiny Piper Saratoga aircraft crashed over Martha's Vineyard near Boston. He was piloting the plane on the way to a family wedding with his wife Carolyn. To millions of Americans, JFK Jr. was the closest thing to royalty the United States has ever had. And, as with his father, with every anniversary of his death, they come up with ever more bizarre conspiracy theories to explain the tragedy. One of the wildest theories claims that Kennedy Jr., known as John, was murdered by Clinton supporters because he planned to stand against Hillary Clinton in the New York Senate race. Another theory asserts that an explosion heard over Martha's Vineyard at the time of the crash suggests that terrorists placed a bomb on the tiny plane. It is claimed that leaked FBI documents record the discovery of explosives glued within its tail. Quite simply, some of the explanations for this plane crash are patently ridiculous. A third theory blames Kennedy's beautiful blonde wife, Caroline, or Carolyn. It is suggested that she caused the plane crash by chatting on her mobile phone just as the plane ran into turbulence over Martha's Vineyard. Excuse me. Thus interfering with the controls while her husband was desperately trying to make an emergency landing. However, the most popular theory of all blames the crash on the legendary Irish curse, said to have taken the lives of so many of the Kennedy clan. This curse, reputed to have followed the Kennedy dynasty over from Ireland, is said to strike when Kennedy members are around water. John's uncle Joseph Kennedy Jr. died in a flight over water during World War II, while another uncle, Teddy Kennedy, drove off a bridge into water at Chappaquiddick. Spookily, the plane crash happened on the 30th anniversary of the Chappaquiddick incident, and not, as I stated yesterday, as I wrongly stated yesterday, the anniversary of President Kennedy's death. Some of the explanations for the plane crash are patently ridiculous, says a Kennedy watcher. Others, like the cell phone theory, are based on recorded information and are pretty plausible. There are many strange theories. One of the craziest claims he was murdered by Clinton supporters. For me, this really is a crazy claim to suggest that he was murdered by supporters of the Clinton administration or their supporters in general. I find that to be quite ridiculous, to be honest, really. 2. Explosives were stuck to the tail of the plane. It was a small plane. Wouldn't somebody have noticed explosives stuck on the back of this plane? I don't believe this one. The plane hit violent air movements. Maybe, but I don't think so. They would have to be really, really violent to bring the plane down. So I don't think so. The crash happened strangely and coincidentally on the 30th anniversary of the Chappaquiddick incident involving Senator Edward Kennedy. No, well, that's strange. That is strange. Yeah. But some explanations are clearly stupid. Others are quite believable. But what we should do is keep to the facts. These are theories, they are not facts. Once again, thank you for attending our demonstration video lesson. It's from the Headway books. This is the upper intermediate, so it's quite a high level. And I'd like to thank all of you for attending our video lessons. They're demonstration lessons to give you an idea of what Headway is really all about and how we use them here in Al Jazeera International Academy in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Thank you so much for your attention. Thank you very much.